Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I just, every time I see myself in stream, I only then think about, I need glasses. Because otherwise, I just don't, I just don't notice. So let me grab my glasses real quick. Oh. Ah. I'm here. I'm fully here now. At least. It's not like I've been just waiting 5 minutes to then not be ready. But yeah, some things I just only notice when I see myself. So welcome. How are you two doing? It's really cool that you're just like here when I'm starting stream. Like honestly, like that's really cool to me. Like I really appreciate it. Sometimes I have to do like a one-man show in the beginning. And it's always, I don't know, like I never know what to like properly do. So I'm really glad if I don't have to. Ah. Mm. The hoodie is really fluffy. I was actually like looking for a jacket when I bought it. Um, but I have been looking around for so long, and all the like there's a lot of fluffy jackets, don't get me wrong, but like most of them on the inside, they're not fluffy. And like this one on the inside is like just the same fluff, like on the outside. And that's just, I don't know, it was so weird to me that you make something like fluffy from the outside where you think like, oh my God, it must be so cozy. And then you put like weird material on the inside, like especially this like weird plastic material that jackets often have. Ugh. Like, just make it fluffy. Like, the purpose of me buying a fluffy thing is to experience the fluffiness, not to be seen as fluffy, but to experience fluffy. Like, you could genuinely, like, I would be in the market to buy stuff which is fluffy on the inside, but like, I don't know, like normal on the outside, you know? So this one is like I saw it. It was the only thing. Literally, I was looking at so many different things. It was the only thing which was fluffy on the inside. And I was like, so yeah, this is mine now. Um, yeah, experience fluffy exactly. Since then, I actually found another one at like C&R. I don't know if that's C&A. Um, I don't know if that's a thing where you guys live. It's a thing in like Germany and the Netherlands. So I don't know how far it reaches or anything. And they had a really fluffy jacket, but I didn't buy it. I low-key regret that still. Actually, I feel like maybe I should like look if they still have it. Because to experience the fluff, you know. um You were able to sleep 5 to 6 hours. That's good. I mean, not full 8. That would be better, but 5 to 6 is definitely something you can work with, at least. Nice. I'm glad. Nothing beats a pimp fur jacket. Actually, I saw like mine would be boring. Mine would be literally like either like black, white, or beige brown or something like this. I mean, if they would have something which would be like dark red or something, I would take it, you know. But like dark red is something they don't have. They usually only have like the like all colors of neutrals, and then crazy colors like how would you even describe that color? Yesterday I saw a girl with such a jacket. It's like turquoise, I think. Really wild. If it was fluffy from the inside and the outside, it would cost maybe 8 times the amount. I don't know. I like honestly, I don't think so because this is like there's like shops which sell like like expensive fluff, right? Like high quality fluff. This is not high quality fluff. Like this is I could make this out of like a cheap carpet, you know? Like I don't think it's too expensive. I just feel like it's yeah, I don't know. Maybe it starts like stinking earlier or something because it takes up more like sweat and stuff like this. No idea though. I don't work out in this, so I don't really sweat in it. Oh, you slept for an hour from 5 to 6. Oh, only an hour? God damn it. Yikes. Maroon fur jacket sounds too bright though. Yeah, I don't know if it's maroon, but like a really like dark red one, like ruby colored, darker. Yeah. Yeah. So how are you doing with that hour of sleep, white milk? How's it going? I can't imagine that to be like really, really amazing. But you didn't take the medicine, right? Like the medicine would work uh if you would take it, right? You did take the medicine, and even with the medicine, it was only an hour. What? We gotta get you to talk to a doctor. This is ooh, this is not good. This is not good. You need either like stronger medicine or I don't even know. Just drink more milk. Maybe stop drinking milk actually. Like considering the pattern, like it would be more likely that it's coming from the milk rather than it's being solved by milk. I think it's still really low possibility though. Like I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying in the theoretical sense, where we talk about milk adjustments, you know? Yeah. Most embarrassing situation at work. Ooh, no. Spill milk. What was happening? I knew this is vitamin C. For whatever reason, I expected water, and when I took a sip, I just. Oh, what do you call it today? Happy annual bird sacrifice day? I don't, I honestly, I was just sort of puzzled by it, and then I just went like, okay, next message, whatever. Because what? Why? Is it like a, huh? Like, is that a thing people do? By the way, I don't know if you've seen. Uh, uh, I think this is for everybody. Um, there's like a free month of Twitch Turbo right now. So everybody who isn't subscribed, just like, I don't know if you can like instantly cancel or whatever, but like just know that this is a thing right now. So if you want to skip a month of ads, yeah, that's where the offer is, I guess. Oh, it's Thanksgiving, bro. I have not in my life thought about Thanksgiving with happy annual bird sacrifice day. But true. But yeah, it's like only a month, so with the Twitch Turbo. But I just thought like I'll let you guys know because like a month of free ads is still a month of free ads, you know? Like if they don't want anything else for it, then it's like good. If they want you to like, I don't know, subscribe to it for like 3 months to get it for a month free, that sucks. Well. So how are we doing mentally, everybody? Like apart from white milk, having absolutely no sleep, and being absolutely on the brink of existence. How was my weekend? I was about to say it's Thursday. Girl, like, it's Thursday. We already talked on Monday. My week was pretty good. Well, yesterday I sort of messed up. I wanted a real. I just don't get through reading nowadays. I have like, seriously, I need to reconsider. I need to reconsider having that list. Hi, pandas. Welcome, welcome. Like, I really do need to like think about if I want to have that list or not. Like, I was telling you about like all the things I have on this list, right? Like all those things. I was telling you about it, right? And I was like telling you all of the things. Well, that list has grown already. With like, I don't know, like 7, 8, 9, 10, Jesus Christ, 11, 12. I think 12 entries or something. Like last time it was like one page and then like half the page, and now it's like nearly the full page. Um anyway, so it has grown. That's one part. And I like, since I have that list, it's like so freaking hard to get through reading because every time I have all of these things in my head and I'm like, oh, let me actually do some of those. And it's just, I don't know, like maybe I should stop having that list to be able to fulfill my other goals. But at the same time, I'm like, I haven't been reading, but at the same time, I've been not feeling like shitty because I've been doing like other stuff. So I have not been not doing things. So it's like, I guess it's not that bad, but I'm like low key, like, I don't know, like in the past, reading and like especially reading like psychology books has been like a really important part of my like staying in green routine, because I'm like, when I read and when I like educate myself and like with psychology books and stuff like this, like specifically psychology, as long as I educate myself longer in psychology, I feel like a sense of like achievement, progress. I don't feel stuck. I just, yeah, I just feel good about myself in that way because I'm like intellectually challenged. Now that I have this like list of like all the things I want to do, I don't read anymore, but I like I'm concerned because I worry that this feeling of like being stuck or like not achieving something or whatever, or not working towards something is gonna come back. But so far it has not come back because I've been like doing other things. Like I've been making like so in my Etsy shop now available is they I don't know if you've seen, but I made like a Stormlight Cosmere RPG vintage character sheet. Because yeah, I played Stormlight. I wanted a nice character sheet, so I made one, and then I also put it on Etsy. I now adapted this specific character sheet to D&D, so now you can use it for D&D. And what I'm doing right now is actually adapting it to Daggerheart, so you can also use it in Daggerheart. Um, and so that's something I've been doing, and then I've been actually like putting some of my like emotes on Etsy as well because I'm like, I don't know, I don't play League anymore, and like, like if other people have fun with them, they should. So I've been doing that, and I don't know, I've been just doing like a lot for my friends as well. But yeah, I don't know. So I do feel like sort of like a sense of like accomplishment, but it's not in the direction it has going in before. So I'm still low-key like, I'm gonna watch out for signs of feeling stuck, and if I do feel stuck, I need to change something. But as long as I don't feel stuck, might have found like a different, like an alternative to reading. So, hi, I'm CLP. Welcome, welcome. Long time no see. How are you doing? How's your mental health? It's over 500 words. Check Discord. Wait, wait. I was stocking shelves and I zoned out, I guess. It was like for like 5 to 10 minutes because some customer had waited like 10 minutes or I don't know, trying to get my attention. So she held me by the hips. Okay. And I got fucking startled. Then she proceeds to ask for help to find something. When I gripped off reality, I start talking how to help. Before I told her, I looked at her and just started stuttering. I couldn't bring myself to talk normally, and she started laughing. And it got so bad, I had to bring my boss to help her. After my boss helped her, my boss just gave me a disgusted look. Man, your boss is no fun at all. Like, seriously, like, it was like, so you were like try hard zoning out, being like zoned out for like 5 to 10 minutes, and also like not being able to like be grabbed attention. Um, and I think it's just sort of weird that she like grabbed you by the hips. Like I feel like you can grab someone at the arm, but maybe she tried that. I don't know. At the same time, just get somebody else. I don't know. But at this point, like when she already tried to grab you on the arm and it didn't work, like then I would also low-key get concerned about you. So yeah. But with your boss, that's annoying. I'm sorry for you. Such a great eyeliner day. Thank you. I've never played D&D, but I was told by my group of friends that I make a wonderful dungeon master. I mean, D&D is really fun. So I can only, yeah, like go try. It's really cool. Today was shit, so I woke up. Got ready for work, left halfway to the tram. I realized that I forgot my ID. No. So back to my flight it is. Missed the tram. Next tram has delay. About 5 minutes. At least I thought so. Sitting in the tram. I'm so confused about the situation now more than before, actually. White milk. Scrolling on Reddit, can't see shit outside because it was dark as fuck. Don't tell me you missed your exit. And hello, Dormindo Patootie. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? I'm from South Africa, no. I am from Germany and I live in the Netherlands right now, so nope. Are you from South Africa? I'm sorry, white milk. I definitely also think it's like, I don't know, it's too, like it's definitely boundary overstepping. And I don't think that's really okay. German, no. Oh, you're from Sweden. So many people from Sweden here, actually. What the hell? Like, I have a package going to Sweden right now. With my dice in them. Afrikaans is so close to Dutch. It is. I have the same accent as the South Africans. Damn, I have no idea what accent they have, to be fair. Like, I know, like British people, American people, or like the classic American accent. Or like Texas, I think too. Australian a little bit, but I couldn't tell, I think. I could just tell, like, okay, that's weird. And then it would be like Australian. I feel like Dutch I could tell, but I don't feel like I have like a Dutch English accent. Kurt Cass? What? I don't understand. Well, I leave when I gotta go to my dog. So I was sitting in the wrong tram. No, pandas, no. Oh, girl. Ah. Already missed the tram and then sitting in the wrong one? That's horrifying. Mm. Mm-hmm. Damn. 1 hour late and lost all nerves. Probably. Or at least I would have. Oh. Oh, that's so annoying. Let's see if I get a message from my boss for inappropriate behavior. Why would you get a message from your boss for inappropriate behavior? Though, like, huh? I do not understand. Only. Oh. Was it like fine for your workplace, pandas? We have they're both purple. It's different names though, Grumpy. White milk is maybe getting the inappropriate behavior thing from their boss, but not pandas. I don't really think they mind. Okay, that's good at least. Hmm. She's strict about that stuff because I looked at her and she has inappropriate behavior, almost stuff like that. Huh? Yeah, I mean, I get it if someone is strict on something, but at the same time, like, I still don't get the inappropriate behavior you have done because the customer like what was like coming up to you, right, and like Like about the zoning out 5 to 10 minutes, or probably people look the same to me. I swear I'm not racist. Uh, mm, why were you stuttering about their looks though? No, white milk. I just thought you were stuttering about like that because you were startled. Because she has sort of like pulled you out of like being zoned out. No. Ooh. Well. I feel like you might deserve that inappropriate behavior thing. Like, oh, honey, bro, you can't be doing that. Oh, yikes. Probably no. Okay, wait. That what happens then? Jeez. Okay. Well, actions have consequences, I guess. Buddy. Ah. Oh no. I. Well, I mean, it's hard to look in more, right, with your insomnia. Like, your insomnia is pretty bad. I considered if a option would be that it's like that somebody like on a call can like call in with you while you're at the doctor's office and then just I don't know like have the appointment like half online or something and then like advocate for you, but I don't know if that's like allowed or works. Yeah, I don't think like this is something which like could be I don't think this would happen here. Like I've never heard of that. Also, like I don't know if it's illegal or not. Like I feel like I guess it depends on the contract, maybe. Because I know that we have like workers' rights are like nice and all, but I do know that the student working contract I had was also so fucked up, and it was legally binding. So I don't know. Ay, ay, ay. So, have you like chatted with like ChatGPT or like Googled if there's like other options you could still try with the insomnia? Like sometimes there's really nice Reddit threads from people who are like suffering like under insomnia and like nothing worked and then they found something which worked. I feel like sometimes that can be like really helpful. Specifically like insomnia is also like I'm not professional, right? And like specifically with insomnia, I'm not like well educated. But the only thing I know, or I guess, is that insomnia is probably sort of like anything else in health. That like there's a lot of different sort of types, how to like fix it or like what works and what doesn't, depending on the individual. because everything in health is like individual, right? But sometimes there's sort of like you're sort of like a type of person, and then you can find like help on Reddit if like a type like you sort of has made and found something to walk around it. Yeah. Because I feel like maybe there's like I don't know, like that's a situation which needs to be fixed. Like you just can't expect your body to work properly if you don't get the sleep you need. So I don't know. Mm, yeah. Guess that's annoying. Same. I always need melatonin if I'm on my period. Otherwise, I just like there no. Like it's like at some point, yeah, I would sleep, but my sleep is just incredibly trash, and with melatonin, it's actually decent. Yeah. Well, I do get like the perspective of hers, right? Because we do need to know that like your boss doesn't know like the specifics on the situation, right? So I feel like sort of like making like a point there is like I get her intention of this. But yeah, like my with my sleep, it's definitely also like my sleep quality is a tough topic. Um, and what I do to improve it, and I'm gonna like pick up a pen and a sheet of paper to sort of like remember everything. Um, so first of all, yeah, there's times like on my period where I just need melatonin. So like melatonin is like great. I always use like when I do use it, I always use like a milligram or gram or something, but it's like quite a dose, let's say. Um, I think it's like twice the normal amount usually. Um, and then I know if I have sort of like if there's like a rhythm, then it's like easier to fall asleep and easier to wake up because my body is just sort of like used to the times and sort of like knows what is coming next and then like already like it's easier to like adjust energy levels because my body knows what I expect from it next. Um I definitely know that I need time uh to sort of calm down before sleep. Like I'm a person which like thinks a lot. I have a lot on my mind. I have a lot of things to do as well. Like I'm a busy person. So usually I need like I don't know, like about 2 hours before sleep to like calm down, maybe even more, like depending on the day. Um, where I just watch like a boring show or yeah, I usually just watch like a some like D&D campaign or some boring show, but like definitely nothing with like I don't know, like murder, violence, whatever. Like usually like some like blue sky type thing. So for example, like fairy tale, it's just like the good people always win. Nice. Um And it's like, I don't know, like that anime is like sort of like slow. So like if you don't if you don't like read every single thing, then you like still get it. Um, Hi Zigbertos, welcome, welcome. How's it going with the lawsuit? Um, then I also like, I usually always actually like eat noodle soup before I go to sleep or drink tea. So I eat or drink something like easy on the stomach, and warm. Um, I have all lights dimmed, so I don't have like any bright lights on. I have all lights like really orange, red, and dimmed. Um, I also have like the sounds of whatever I listen to are like really sort of quiet, and low. Um, I have my iPad next to me when I sleep, and I listen to like either a podcast or a ebook or a D&D campaign or music or nature sounds. When I sleep, like on better days, music is already good enough. But on the worst days, I need to listen to like an ebook where the person reading it has like a really low, nice voice, sort of, and then I make it like slow, and it needs to be something I like sort of know, but like don't like fully know. So like a book I read before, for example. But definitely also like a Blue Skies book, and then I listen to that. Um, I also write everything down I have to get done or whatever. So like anything I need to do, I write it down so it's not on my mind and I don't have to remember it. Um, I make sure that I don't freeze. So I usually have a warming bottle. Um, Curtains to keep it dark. Um, and then the last thing I noticed, which is really hard, but I still do it because it makes it better, is that I like when I wake up, I stand up when I first wake up. Like I don't sort of like try to sleep again, but I just like lay awake for a couple minutes, like look outside, sort of like think about the day, think about like if I've like dreamt something or anything, and then I stand up. And this is like definitely like really hard, but when I keep doing this, I feel more awake in the morning. I don't feel as sleepy. So these are sort of like all the things I do to yeah, properly fall asleep and have like decent sleep. Um yeah. So it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Sleeping to me is hard because I'm not like I'm usually more of a night owl, but Zach isn't. And he can like push his schedule so long, and I really want to like always go to bed together. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Then I just like I have to sleep like sooner than I usually would, sort of. But also with just like all the things I want to do and like so much on my mind, it's like yeah, I just need to sort of decide that I want to sleep soon and then like calm down because otherwise it's just like not gonna happen. Especially with like having like this like sort of like tough connection to my body and like my own exhaustion levels. It's sort of like hard to even like feel that I am sleepy. Yeah. Oh, and then there's like if I am getting sleepy, I do then need to sleep. Like if I don't sleep then and I push longer, it's like sort of like it's like coming in waves. So I need to be in bed and like have the possibility to sleep if I'm like on that sleepy thing, because otherwise I'm gonna be like more awake again until the next phase. So if I miss that phase, that sucks. Yeah. And hello, Uguna Badger. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? I just need to read like all of your messages. I'm sorry, but I really I want to like not forget anything, sort of get through everything, keep everything in mind. Yeah. um so do you create a scenario in your head before you go to sleep? No, I don't. It takes me 2 minutes, maybe less, sometimes even 30 seconds. Jesus Christ. That's so quick. Oh my god. Yeah, not for me, not for me. I really do love sleep, so I look forward to it. I don't. My sleep is still, like, with all of that, it's still exhausting. And that's also just because my chronic headache in the morning is the worst. So because I don't look forward to like waking up because my chronic headache is the worst. It's just, yeah, I think it's also like low key ruining the sleep for me. Um, yeah. But I also I had like sleep paralysis before in my life. I had like way worse insomnia at some points. And I definitely have like childhood trauma around the topic of sleep, or which essentially like not around the topic of sleep, but which made sleep unsafe. Yeah. So that also makes it harder. Basically, no news. I go to one new letter from the poems, but most of the stuff in there already has been said. Oh, okay. How are you feeling in general, Sigebertus? Yes, that seems good. See ya then, white milk. What about a glass of wine before bed? I hate wine and I don't drink alcohol. So, yeah. What is your view on the importance of introspection? Um, I think it's a really interesting question. Um, and it's a really good question as well, because to me personally, in my experience, introspection is, I think, low-key like the thing which, I don't know, like which helped me. Um, with therapy and all, like I feel like it's something we trained in therapy. A lot. Um, maybe that's just because I'm probably also autistic, so introspection is not something which like I need like introspection is something like necessary because I don't just feel my feelings. Like I'm not just aware that I'm exhausted, or like it doesn't come easy to me to be aware of my feelings, is what I'm saying. So I sort of need to do introspection to be able to like even low key function like normal humans and be able to like respect my own boundaries and stuff like this, because otherwise I'm not really aware of my own boundaries and it's so easy for me to push myself way too much. And it's definitely also, I feel like maybe why my headache started. Like my headache is really like because like nobody has been able to fix it. It's sort of like we don't really know what's like how it's connected or where it's coming from. Like it's sort of like I guess it's stress induced because I was in a really stressful time in my life. With also COVID having started and I haven't been doing sport anymore, which I usually before have been doing. And then I had like a really shitty workplace. So yeah. Have you had your spine checked? No, they didn't check my spine. It's I know that this could be something, but the doctors have been I don't know, like really unhelpful. Let's just say that, like really unmotivated to like fix my problem. Um, and it's sort of like everything like took longer because in the first half year where I got the headache, I was under a working contract where I couldn't take any more leave because otherwise I would have my internship would have been like wasted and wouldn't have counted for university. And that was like while COVID, so yeah, I just couldn't get that checked in the first half year. And then in the second half year, I was depressed, um, depressed AF. Like actually in the next sort of like half year, I guess that makes sense. And then I moved to the Netherlands, and then in the Netherlands we only like had to like figure out like okay how doctors work and all of that stuff. And then I had like an MRI though, but the MRI seemed okay, but it was only of the head. Um, and I also checked some like eye doctors back in Germany already. Because apparently it can come from the eyes, or like people told me, but those eye doctors were like, no, it doesn't. Well, apparently it very well could be, and that's why I'm having glasses now. And I definitely notice when I don't wear these glasses outside that I now get headache. So I guess my headache is probably better or something. Um, so then in the Netherlands, I went to a doctor, and they said sort of like, well, like maybe it's like mental. So I signed up for therapy. Also, like I wanted to be in therapy as well. So it was just sort of like, in a weird way, sadly, like a sad coincidence that both of those things came together. Because at the point where I was in therapy, my doctors were like, "Yeah, can't do shit. It's like therapy's gonna fix it. I don't have to do whatever." I then definitely like spoke up for myself multiple times or tried multiple times. At some point, I actually did get a neurologist. That neurologist put me on antidepressants. So I had a really shitty half year. And then they took me off of the antidepressants within 2 days from 50 milligrams. Then I had 2 months of depression again and 2 weeks of nausea because I was having the worst side effects or like withdrawal effects. Because this is not something you usually do, but the neurologist probably, I don't know, just thought like I'm like fine. It was 40 milligrams I was taking at that point. Then I was trying to fix it with. Then I went to a migraine clinic, even though it's probably not migraine. And we tried Botox. Because there's like, you can, like, if it's like tension induced, you can essentially like put Botox like in your jaw here, and like in your, like here, because that are the muscles which are sort of like attached to the jaw, which is like why clenching can give you like headache, because like these muscles are attached and then like you have way too much tension here and get headache. So like also like Botox here and Botox like back here in the like in that area. And we did that was like half a year, and it made it a little bit better, but it didn't make it go away. So that didn't help, and we waited with that. And then I tried to fix it with a chiropractor, because I thought, yeah, maybe it has something to do with just like, I don't know, like my spine and stuff like this, you know. So I went to the chiropractor for a year. Definitely did help, but didn't make it go away. So right now I'm having on my list to come back to the neurologist and see what else can be done. But yeah. So that's the whole thing. mm, Yeah. Um, I will definitely like it's a good thing that you remind me because I actually also had another friend of mine tell me I should like for him it was because of the spine. Um so I feel like I'm gonna like bring that up again. Um and just sort of like see what they say. I'm gonna write that down real quick. It's like a it's an MRI, right? Or yeah. Yeah, for me, it's definitely like tension induced. Like that's sort of like what we know already. So yeah. Have you checked with your endocrinologist? Maybe it's a hormonal issue. We actually thought that too, but I stopped with the pill when I got the headache, and it didn't do anything. So it didn't change anything about it. So I didn't think so because that must have changed a lot with the hormones. But I don't know, like it didn't change anything about how I feel. So we sort of were like, well, if that whole thing doesn't do anything, then it's probably not hormones. Mm, I get them, so they are the worst when I wake up. Um, and I get them more if I like do sport. So like everything with like tension. Like they're better when I'm like more flexible, and they're worse when I'm less flexible. That's why we like also like after every stream we do like stretches and stuff like this because sitting is like not good for that. Um, and yeah, stuff like this. We also tried this like needle thing. Um, how is it called? Like ten? No, wait. How is it called? um, like not the regular needles, which is acupuncture, but like tension needles or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. No. Well, the thing is, like, tension is connected to it, but we don't know what comes first, right? Because I have had this headache for so long. So we don't actually know if I have tension because my head hurts. And that's why my muscles tense up, because that's a very common thing. That's like really biologically entirely normal. Or if my muscles tense up and that's why I have headache. So yeah, really annoying situation. Yeah, I tried a lot, but I sadly like I don't know. Sometimes I didn't write down what I what I told them, and then I told it to just some like really unmotivated, unhelpful doctor, and then the situation, like I don't know, like the knowledge is sort of lost, you know. It's triggered by food. Hmm. Don't think so. My food is like there's some things which are the same, but like it really changes. But yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like just from like how it started that it's either something with my spine or it's because it's chronic now. Um because I always was prone to headaches. Um and you can have this way more and like this tension in your body way more if you don't have as many muscles and you don't make like any type of exercise, right? And they started like half a year after COVID had started. So essentially like I was going to the gym and then half a year I didn't do anything. I was just sort of like sitting, walking so many hours. Um, and then I had this like really weird workplace with just like a really shitty setup. Um, so I think I just sort of like had like some like tension. I couldn't like get away. Um, and then I got the headache from it. Like I sort of like I said wrong or whatever, right? And then like I got tension and then I got a headache from that. But because I wasn't able to be like sick any longer and like getting doctor's appointment was so hard while COVID, I actually didn't get any help with this till half a year later. And then even half a year later, I didn't really get any help with this because the physio I was sent to in Germany, literally, I kid you not, looked at me 30 seconds and was like, "Oh yeah, you need to do stretches." He never told me which stretches. He never told me how much or whatever. So essentially, I just didn't have any of that. And I feel like even if it's already like even at that point it was already relieved, half a year with that pain can essentially make your nerves be like stuck in that pain. So now the root cause can be gone, but the nerves are so irritated the entire time that it's just like chronically inflamed. So I don't know, like that could also be a thing. And when it's like when there's nerves chronically inflamed, I don't even really know what you could do against it. But I could also ask the migraine clinic on the next appointment. Mm, what about sinus? Uh, how would that be chronic though? My wife makes notes in her phone to keep track of when and what happens so she can share to doctors. She has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Yeah. Yeah, the annoying part is with the headaches, like for me, like they're actually really chronic. Like chronic, we call something which happens so often and so repetitively that we say it's chronic. I have it like chronic. Like I have it the entire time. I don't know how not having headache feels like. So if you ask me to sort of tell you if it's worse or less worse, I can only tell you if it hits extremes. And luckily enough, it doesn't hit extremes very much. My headache is just the entire time there, and if it gets better over 3 weeks, I won't know if it's better. I can usually only say if it gets worse and not if it gets better. Because it's just, I don't know, like I learned to ignore the pain, right? Because I have it the entire time. So that's like the other annoying part of having something chronic, right? Because you have it so often that you're really used to this level of pain. So I don't know how not having this pain would feel like. I don't know if I could even tell if I don't have this pain. Like, I was at some point, we tried to like really break it and get sort of like a ground zero with like heavy, heavy pain meds. And the heaviest amount didn't do anything. So I was for a week, I think, I was taking 8 paracetamol a day, 2, I think, naproxen or something, and then 2 or 4 naproxen, I don't know, and 2 which literally have morphine in them, and it didn't do anything. I would think doctors overseas would be better than America, but it's not sounding like it. Yeah, the system here is really overwhelmed. Like, they usually have like 50 minutes for you. And I just feel like because they see like so many patients, it's like impossible to like really stay interested, I guess. I feel like there's a lot of good doctors here, but most of them are then like have their private practices. So yeah. But I heard that doctors in Peru actually and Namibia are really good. And Turkey as well. And Romania. Like the doctors of countries which are like better off, but like not entirely about money yet. Yeah. We do have like a thing where like it's sort of like a chiropractor thing, where Zach is like lifting me up in a way where like my back cracks. That helps, definitely. I don't think they did like a hormone blood work or a normal one they did, but there was nothing to be seen. Like uh with the um with the glasses as well, like they just really weren't like, no, that can't cause headache. But I literally now when I go outside and I don't wear glasses, within 5 minutes I get headache. So I don't know. Yeah, the thing is, apparently, so they did like a reflex test, and apparently, if those reflex tests are like good, it's like they don't expect anything to be at the spine, or anything like worse, because like none of your other bodily functions are impacted. At the same time, though, they in that moment compare me to the average human, right? So they don't know how my reflexes have been before and then compare to now, right? They just compare to the average person. So it could be that my reflexes were like really good back then and now they're like still sort of like lower average, but like fine. And they're like, this is good enough, you know? So it's, yeah, I don't know. It's like this fallacy of like having like an average. Like, I hate that with studies too. Like, with studies, we see so often that, and not only studies, also like how we sort of like treat society, we expect that most people are the average human. We expect that most people, I don't know, like have their life together, are healthy, are financially stable, whatever. Like, you name it, but everybody has sort of like a picture of the average human. And we have that with studies as well. And like with everything, with really everything where you have to do with a group of people and where you like do it a lot, you will in your head make an average. The thing we always neglect in those moments then, and we always lose out of sight, or like really easily lose out of sight, is that every single person is still an individual. And while averages are really, really useful to make a system which is sort of decent for everybody, it's not useful to treat a single person, because a single person, you can't, like, they could be the odd one out and you don't know. Like, there's a higher chance that they are the average, But it's just, if it's about something where you don't take chances, this sort of thought of an average human or like an average ability is actually really hindering to be aware of that specific person. I feel like. Hmm. I mean, you can get headache from glasses if the glasses aren't right anymore. Like, how up to date are those glasses? The foam rubber thingy. Yeah, I have one of those too, actually. I've used it also. Tried that actually at some point with like a physio. But yeah. That's a thing? Yeah, that's a thing. I mean, the it's the same amount of shit for your like if you can get headaches, if your vision is -1, but you don't have glasses, right? Then you can also get headache if your glasses are -1 and your vision is -2. It's like the difference is still the same. Actually, I don't know how it's calculated. Maybe it's not the same. Like maybe it's like a percentage or something. I don't know, but I think it's not. So, yeah. Hmm. Well, I feel like the machine can actually be more uh well, the machine, like, usually, like, from what I know from my tests, you, like, start with a machine, and then they know the area you're in, and then you look through this, like, weird glass where they, like, put in the different glasses, and then let you compare with looking at, like, letters and other things, which feel better. And then it can still change a tiny bit. So, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I mean, then go to a different place, right? Like try some other place. Like a lot of the like for a lot of the shops, the eye test is actually like free. Because they hope you're gonna like buy glasses. I have a bulge disc and other things, and I pass reflex test quite often. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm glad you're also into mental health. I feel like mental health is a really, really important topic and really nice. I wanted to do that, but then for some reason, well, that's fine. Like sometimes we're just like, I don't know. I feel like honestly, also a thing where like people, I feel like some people don't understand that, but we need to, like at the beginning of getting into mental health, which like before my therapy and all that. I personally have to say that I didn't have a lot of patience or compassion, I guess, or understanding more so for people who didn't get their issues like fixed right away. Like I was like, well, but like why don't you go? Like you have pain until it's resolved. Like duh, like why don't you go? And you just want to be in pain, sort of like you're just lazy, like you could have that fixed, blah blah. Um, well, that definitely came from a point of wishing that I could fix my problem that easy and just sort of projecting that frustration on others. But nowadays, luckily, I really, really understand how it's just, I feel like health is such an annoying topic. I think it's such an annoying topic because topping to a life of cake, cake of life. I mean, um, no, it's such an annoying topic because yeah, if like doctors can't like entirely help you and it takes time away from your day, and like usually when we already like work 40 hours or something like this, there's only a limited amount left for our like free time, you know? And in that time we need to rest and we need to like fulfill all of our needs. Like we need to meet with friends, we need to clean up our apartment, we need to provide nutrition for our bodies, like we need to exercise, probably, maybe we should. And like so many different things because bodies have so many different needs, right? And if your job is, for example, just sitting at a PC, it's like so many of those needs are not only not fulfilled but actually being neglected actively. So now you need to do more to actually get to like ground zero again. And it's just a thing where like you if if things happen, if things go wrong, if you have a shit day, if like and always something goes wrong. There's always something up. Like there's always something out of the ordinary. Like a friend is sick, you get sick, family member gets sick and you worry about them. You had a shitty experience with somebody. Like there's so many things which can like come about your day and like ruin your energy levels. And then it's I don't know, it's so much harder to get all of these things done, especially if then you need to go to like many different doctor's appointments and stuff like this. Like it's always a thing of priority and you just can't the entire time prioritize your health over everything else because that would actually not prioritize your health. Because if you only like go like through all these doctor's appointments, get these glasses checked and all of this, you maybe don't meet friends and then you're mentally unhealthy. You maybe don't exercise and then you're physically unhealthy. You maybe don't have time for like proper nutrition and then it's also not healthy. So it's really like there's some things where they would be good, but because of the problem they are, because it's maybe something which is just good enough still, or doesn't the outcome of it is not like entirely sure. It's we just push it further in our priority list because we don't know if it's gonna help. Like maybe the new glasses are gonna help, but maybe not. Maybe the doctor is gonna help, and maybe not. And then we have other things like meeting with friends, which give us a more certain outcome, which seems like the better choice in that moment. And this way, in our priority list, these things get pushed and pushed and pushed. And it's it's okay though. Like it's something you should be aware of. I feel like being aware of it is like really, really helpful to sort of like make these decisions actively and also give yourself a break because you have made the decision and it's fine and you don't feel like, oh no, I'm like not doing this, which I should be doing. So I don't know, don't judge yourself too harshly if you didn't get to it. And maybe make the decision actively if you want to get to it and it is on your priority, or if it's just not on your priority, and then you can chill with knowing that you didn't prioritize it to the point where it's something you haven't done but should have. But it's something, yeah, you didn't do because you don't want to. Then it's also fine. Gives you a, like more peace of mind, I feel like. Vitamin or mineral deficiencies. Yeah, I'm taking vitamins and minerals. I'm also writing a paper on how cognitive processing affects IQ at a much deeper level than is acknowledged. Ooh, that's really cool. Like, if you're done with that paper, like, if you need somebody to, like, read through it or whatever, like, I would be really interested. Seems like a really interesting topic. Did you then, like, study psychology or something? Or how are you connected to this topic? I feel like changing a mindset is actually not as difficult if you sort of, I guess, if you've learned how to do it. I feel like with therapy, I sort of learned um, that active choices feel better than passive ones, and that you can't avoid choices, but if you don't make them actively, they turn into passive ones. And over passive choices, you don't have entire control, and you might regret them. While active choices, they, if you sort of like make your peace with you only have the knowledge you have, and like later on, yeah, it might have been the wrong choice, but you couldn't have known, and that's not on you then. If you made your peace with that part of like making choices, then I don't know, you will have peace, even if it's maybe like turns out to be a bad choice, because at least you've made it yourself instead of it sort of just happening. And I feel like that's like with that in mind, changing a mindset is actually not too hard. Um, well, I guess it depends on how you define a mindset. But I feel like a mindset is something you change quite a lot already through exposure. And if you make that decision to change your mindset and you adjust your life accordingly and make active choices to change your exposure as well to the topic you want to change to, then it's, I don't know, it doesn't, like, you set yourself up for success, which makes changing a mindset way harder versus you're gambling, just rolling a d20 and see what happens. I can talk about this stuff all day. Same, same. I love that already. I feel like we're a good match. uh, my future will settle with someone who cannot reach great heights. What do you mean, why? What? Because you're, yeah, okay. I prefer talking over typing. Yeah, I understand. It's like with typing, it's definitely like a bit harder to, I guess, like type everything out. But yeah, I don't know. Like at the beginning of the stream, we had like some talking sessions. But since it's like I don't know, like you can't like talk with everybody in chat. So usually it's like one person's you sort of pick, but then the rest of the chat sort of like has to wait. So I sort of like stopped doing that because it's like a I don't know, I don't want to just neglect the rest, I guess. But I feel like I don't know, like if we get to the point where text is actually not useful anymore because it's like one person, like you can't focus on one person because that person just gets like written away essentially. um I feel like then going back to talking would make sense, or at least that's sort of like I guess how I imagine it. Ah, okay. Ooh. Yeah, I think we might actually also like even with talking might not get through today because today I actually have to go quite early because I have like an allergy appointment At the moment, I have like let me show you guys one. Uh, I have like these stickers on the back. It's like there's so many, which are like allergy test stickers. So my entire back feels wet and itchy. Um, it's not a good feeling. I can definitely tell you that much. I hope it's gonna give some insight, but we'll see because this is really annoying. um, but yeah, so with the allergy appointments, because of these stickers, they have to like read them out in like certain timings. So that's why I sadly had to have an appointment today. So I have to go online uh, 14 at 14:30. I need to end the stream and get like ready, and then I have like 15 minutes to basically like hit the train. So I have like two alarms here for 14:15 and 14:30. Yeah, I think it's about like ingredients of like creams and stuff though, because it was for like a skin thing. Yeah, I don't know. But I definitely also wanted to make like some other like allergy tests, but they apparently don't do like generalized allergy tests because I was already like asking about that once, but they were like, "Oh well, like you need to tell us like which specifically you want." So yeah, like I really hoped could just get like something of this with like, I don't know, like dog hair, cat hair, whatever, like everything, you know. But no. And with food, it's apparently even like you need to just try it, where it's like, bro, no. Because you can't just like skip it for like a week and then like notice the effects. Like, no, you have to skip it for like months. So that would take like years to get through some food. Hmm. Yeah. How do you volunteer with like peer support and trauma? And like I thought to write a paper you need to have like a doctor's title or something. Is that not the case actually? Or is that like a different type of officiality or something? But good to see that like literally like I'm gifted and autistic probably. I also have like PTSD. Hey buddy. Like we're just cut out of the same wood, it seems. Yeah. Grumpy, can I ask you something? It's entirely unrelated, but could be it is interesting to me. Well, it's not entirely unrelated, I do have to say, but it's not something where I feel like, oh, this is definitely the case, but I just like would like to know. Um, if you think of a situation where you just say what you say to a person, to me, for example, how do you expect the situation to go? Like, is it a situation where you feel like frightened? And it's like, no, what will they think? Or they will probably misinterpret this or like think I'm an asshole. Or is it just something where you imagine, like, how does that, in like, if you start with that situation, like, how does it pan out in your, oh my god, I need to watch that, I don't itch. I was that close to doing it. I was taught introspection, how to make changes at an early age, and never stopped working at it. Okay, my routine. No degree needed. Damn, that's nice. We gotta talk a bit more because I'm like, so I studied IT, game engineering. I didn't finish it because of family situation, and I sort of left the country. But I'm I don't think a study environment is the right choice for me, if that makes sense. Like a study environment seems really, really stressful to me. Like I could still study, I could still study psychology, even, but I just know how freaking inefficient universities are and also unfair. And it's really, it's not easy for me to sort of handle that. I am better than like before, but it's still sort of like a nuisance. And so I'm like, sort of, also, I don't like being an actual therapist. I would love that, actually. But working in the official system as a therapist seems like burnout. Like, it doesn't seem like a situation where I could get, like, provide the best care. You know what I mean? So I sort of like low-key made the decision, okay, I'm gonna inform myself on my own. Like, I'm gonna read papers, I'm gonna read books. I bought like one of the books which is used by like the MIT actually for their like psychology class. And like reading through that, even though I do have to say I like was really bad with reading in the last month. But so slowly reading through that. Um and then for like, okay, like I don't know, like maybe I just make like a bit like a few certificates or something. And then I just get into it. Oh, you got an ad? No. Such. Ooh, the day sign off on it is really sick. Oh, but Uguna has ads. I have ADHD. I feel the worst. I think I will mess everything up because I have the moments where I say things that feel like a burn or roasting out of the blue, almost like a tick. That's why I usually avoid joining Discord calls during streams. I don't want to randomly say slur, even though I rarely cuss. Have you ever read up on social anxiety? Also, when you say, like, when I say things that feel like a burn or roasting out of the blue, um, when you say that, does it mean that you actually, like, that you mean that in that way as well? Like that you say it as a burn or a roast? Or is it more like you say something which to you seems entirely normal, but the other person interprets it as a burn or a roast? No, to me it feels normal, but to other people it feels like a roast. Okay. Have you ever thought about autism? um, because I feel like that. So you don't need to be autistic to have this trait, right? Like you can also only have that trait, but you're sure you have autism? Because that's definitely one of the traits of autism. Because you essentially you see language, and not only language, but you're more like, I guess, like practical in a sense, and have like your, I guess, like your own logic, which makes the most like, and your own logic is essentially decided by what makes the most sense to you. Um, but that sort of like, I don't know, this slight unawareness of what that could mean for other people is definitely a thing which is an autistic trait. And then being like really scared of society, optimizing your communication, all of this is essentially fueled by social anxiety. So I'm not saying you have that or anything. I'm just saying that's exactly what I had. And this sounds very much like it. And maybe read up on it because it can give you some insight. Yeah, definitely. Trauma and autism, like trauma and ADHD, also like trauma and all neurodivergencies can go hand in hand. They either can go hand in hand and you have both, or you have only trauma, or you have only neurodivergency. My ADHD diagnosis actually was like I got it back as negative, like 5 out of 6 traits, with the saying of uh, go get like trauma therapy. If there's nothing which comes out of there, come back and get another ADHD diagnostic. Specifically because trauma can look so much like a neurodivergency. Especially if you have childhood trauma, which started so early that you don't have this situation of like, oh, like before you didn't have this, because before you couldn't talk. Like people don't, like, we can't possibly know if you didn't have this before. Yeah. Uh, I think that is social anxiety though. Um, because it's essentially like it's described by the like confusion, frustration, and fear, like the negative anticipation of how communication or interactions work with other people. Um, it's natural that you feel safer with people you know and people who know you, because those people you can judge easier on what's like flying right, what's flying wrong. You can clock easier if they're like quietly resentful or not. And that you then turn too clingy and like really, really communicating so much, oversharing, all of that essentially just means that you have a lack of sharing with other people because you don't trust them and you don't feel like you can share with them. But then for the people which were somehow this works, you then like overshare because now a handful of people have to do the job of like an entire group sort of people. We talk about multiple things. um, autistic people don't really, I don't know, like, yeah, they can, but they don't need to. Like, I don't, or like, is that like a response to what I was saying? Because was I was saying anything about judgment? Well, anyway, Guna, I wanted to answer on your other uh, messages still. But then we had ads, so I was answering on Grumpy Palace Cat, and yeah, so I'm gonna come back to it now. I think it's so cool that you have like psychologists who want to sign off on it. Really amazing. Good that you joined the Discord, so we can have a lot more discussions. To get certified without going in that, certified is what specifically? Because I'm looking, like I already looked into certification, so I might actually be able to tell you something. But yeah, I'm not saying like you do you, Grumpy, right? Like, and so yeah, I don't know if this is actually useful to say like maybe you're already gone. Well, I'm just gonna say it again anyways then. But like you do you, it's just something where I notice like looks really similar to me. And it can like I don't know, like I would, if I were you, look up social anxiety. Read like a really nice article by like I don't know, like the American Association of Psychology or something, you know, and then like take what I need from that article. No. For me, at the point I sort of got like I guess more confident that I'm autistic, I noticed that my mom is definitely autistic too. Like I know where I got it from actually. And then actually like so many things fell into place sort of at that point, like logic wise, because I don't know if you know, but apparently there's like a thing going around, like sort of like a stereotype situation where like that like autists and narcissists actually sort of like I don't know, like pull towards each other, but then like really don't like each other. Um, and my dad is, I think, narcissistic. So and so like the I don't have contact with him anymore, and my stepdad is not, I think. But yeah. Ah, yeah. Hmm. Ah, that's tough. Yes, sis. Hmm. I mean, I feel like I don't know about America, but I would look up if because I know that you can like essentially like everybody here, like in the Netherlands, can make up like a coach business. You can say mental health coach, you can be like autism coach, you can be gifted people coach, whatever, like like you can be coach anything. And you don't need any type of certification from like the government, like in front of the government. You just needed to sort of like people have it a lot of the time to like be like, hey, I'm a good coach, not like just a coach, you know. Um, but I feel like looking up sort of if like how coach is being handled in Texas, government wise would maybe be like really nice. There's some folks that will try to see twisting advice as a command and such. What? Bro. I feel like that's for, like, I don't know about you, but to me, really the business world and all these like weird laws and that shit is just not easy to do, and that like you can't just do your job, but now you need to be like half a lawyer, half like a tax person, whatever. Like you need to make so much different stuff. You need to be like a marketing director as well, and like all of that. Where I'm like, I don't want to be all of that. I just want to do the shit and like sell it and people to see it. Like I have like, and normal people get what I'm selling. Like only people who are like trying to like sue me for like no reason at all, but just like twisting words. Like only those people pretend to not get it, but also they get it. Like everybody gets it. Okay. Like this is not like, we're not in a, like I'm not doing shady business like, I don't know, like selling a pack of noodles, making the packaging green, pretending it's like super healthy, and then they're like unhealthier than normal noodles. Okay. Like I'm not trying to scam anybody. While scamming everybody is apparently legal for bigger corporations, but I, as a singular person, now need to be worried. Like, are you kidding me? Like, this system sucks ass in that direction. Like, I'm so frustrated with this. I would have businesses for fucking everything if it wouldn't be such a hassle. Like, honestly, I would have already like built a bed for somebody, you know? Like, if it wouldn't be such a hassle to like be like legally allowed to do it and shit. Like, I don't know, like I wouldn't go around and pretend like I have like a study of building proper beds. I would just be like, hey, like this is the bed I built, and your bed is probably gonna stand well, but I don't have like any education. And then this person would know me or something, would be like, yeah, hey, like that seems great, do it. And like everything would be fine, you know? But like, just because people probably don't even buy something can then like sue you or like shut down your business because of some like wording, is like, I don't know. I feel like I should, like, if there would be available a test on morale where I can just prove like, hi guys, I'm not a scammer. I have good morale. Okay. And I actually wouldn't try to scam people either. Like, even if I could, I wouldn't do it, you know? And then I would just, like, not need to do all this bullshit. Oh my God. Like, can we please just get, like, a psychological paper you need to open a business? And if it says in a paper that you're like just after the money and you want to scam people and you don't have any morale, then you're just not allowed to open a business. Like, then you're just not allowed to lead any type of like business, corporation or whatever. Like, you don't even, like, you're not allowed to open one, you're not allowed to lead one either. Like, I feel like that would make a better world, honestly. Because so annoying. Oh my God. Ah. Hi, Fluffy. You're welcome. If it's great, it's definitely healthy. Ever thought about making green crystal meth? Hear me out. He in Texas, mental health peer specialist. This certification is for individuals with lived experience to support others. It requires formal training from a certified entity, followed by supervised experience, initially 250 hours for 6-month initial certification and more for full certification. Oh, we have one of those in the Netherlands too. That seems like something that would end in racism. Yeah, but only if it's done from people without morale. So the people who are like allowed to take this test need to have passed such a test too. Like the state should be like, I don't know. Let me just like lead the world, okay? Like I will manage, guys. because like I don't know, like racism or like sexism and any times of any part of discrimination is like really just only harmful for like economy in our society. It's like not driving progress because we literally we just discriminate some parts of progress while it is the same progress. Like I like my love for efficiency would essentially like eradicate like all types of like discrimination. Also like this thing of like that you actually need to have like studied officially there to take the final exam, I would also make that go away. Like let smart people study that shit in a year and then take the exam and be good, you know, like I feel like that's fine. Like going through training after this, yeah, I think everybody should do it, but like that you need to like all of these credits and you can't like finish the whole study in like half a year's, I don't know, kind of weird, I think. Just make like one final exam where you ask like everything from those people, and like who gets it, you know. I don't know. And then like you make the entire course material free, you make the exam free, so that somebody who doesn't need to go to the courses actually doesn't pay shit. That would be amazing. Just make education free generally. Like we want people to be educated, do we not? Make it free. Like it's not a pleasure. It's not like I don't know, like I agree that we should pay to eat ice cream, you know, because it's like something I want to do. It's like a pleasure thing. I don't think we should make students pay money to get education from a probably sexist prof. Like I feel like that's a little bit of like far fetched. I want to spend money on this. I'm just like dependent on spending money of this to get the degree, but this is not really like a, I don't know, like the power structure we want to enforce, do we? I don't know. I don't feel like I don't know. I don't think segregation is necessarily a human thing. I don't agree with that. I feel like it's a thing which is a very common coping mechanism to humans' problems. Um, because of this whole thing of like, oh, my group better than your group. Fuck you. And like people being insecure, and that's the security they get. I don't think it's necessarily a human thing. Like I think it's a human thing to be insecure. I don't think it's a human thing to choose the coping mechanism of segregation necessarily, but I do think it's a really, yeah, like the coping mechanism, like it's, I guess, makes sense. But it's also like like I don't know. I feel like if we would teach people better coping mechanisms, we would probably use better coping mechanisms. Why does a psych degree need to have math classes involved? Oh, I actually know that. Because you learn a lot about studies and how to interpret studies. And studies are not only like that's why you need like the math, because you need to be able to understand like ball curves and what like the percentages mean, and like how to make one, and like the p hacking and stuff like this. All math, all really important to understand studies. Mm, like I don't know. Like I feel like a psychology degree is actually a lot about research. Like it's way less about actual like therapizing people. It's way more about research and just also like medicine shit like this. No, like like because from what I know, psychology degrees are like only the psychology degree. If you get a bachelor in this one, is actually not making you a therapist. But you need to make the master in clinical psychology. And then you're a person who's like therapizing people actually, because otherwise you could also go into, for example, like business psychology and stuff like this. So yeah, it's a whole bunch about research and yeah, p hacking, ball curves, all of that shit. Yeah. So I guess that's why it's math. I don't know if it's like just like regular flat out math. Like I do think it probably has like usually to do with stuff like this. No. Yeah. I know, right? Free education would solve so many problems. I'm too stressed. I've mentioned this joke prior, but I have 6 digits in school left. I tried to get another degree not long ago, but I was discouraged because of the financial requirements to proceed with such education. Yeah. I had like 6 or 7 different math classes when I was in university. Like 4.5 years of having math every day. This cost then. Well, I mean, as an engineer. I tried to either do my master or get a third engineering degree. Couldn't afford either. Yeah, it's really freaking stupid that like studying costs something and education costs something. Like I feel like that some education costs something. All right, like because a coach, for example, is also not free, right? But I feel like there should be places from the state which are free. Always. There should be an official government online university and an official and like some official government universities in like bigger cities, and they should all be free for everyone everywhere. Yeah. Germany actually like has like sort of free, like it's cheap, has cheap education. It's like honestly, it's so cheap that if I were to study again, I would probably make like online studying in German. And in Germany, instead of studying here where I live in Utrecht, because in the Netherlands it costs like I don't know, like 5K for a semester or something, or like for a year. So like 3.5 years, I nah. Like that's it's not even like that expensive, but like no. I ran into after I collapsed at work. I couldn't get funding to get into a university. Yeah. Bro, America, like I don't know if you've heard this. I don't know if this is a thing, okay? I have seen a TikTok of a student who had like a major crash out because she went like she was not a student anymore. But she went to like a financial talk, whatever, with her bank where she has her student debt. And they explained her like all about it. And then she was like just coming out of it and had this like major crash out. And why I actually believe this is because there were so many comments agreeing with her. Like nobody in the comments was like, no, this is like so wrong. Everybody was just like, yeah, sucks, but like suck it up. Um, so she had student debt in America. Um, she apparently has 17% interest rate. Do you guys know how much that is on debt? Like, do you realize the numbers which go, which are described by 17%? She has had 80K student debt. She has 17% interest rate. At the moment now, because she studied, I think like, I don't know, like nutrition or fitness trainer or something like this. She was like, uh, she paid, so she had like 80K in the beginning. She paid the entire time. She paid like the debt off. She fought. Yeah, wait, she fought. Now she went to that meeting. Her debt was double as much as before or something. Like, she essentially can't in her life, except she gets like actually like a crazy good job, will ever be debt free. Like, she will never own a house. Probably. Except she can like inherit it from somebody, or her husband is buying it, or anything like that. This girl was like 25 or something. She got this, she took this student credit when she was 16 or something. In my books, this is not even a minor criminal offense. 17. I mean, she's a student, like she's clearly not 70. She took this, like this, yeah, this is not even a minor criminal offense, I think. This is purposefully scamming children, in my eyes. The interest rate, 17%. It's really insane to me. It's really insane to me. Like, you have to realize that the interest rate we have on our apartment credit here is high. Like, my mom saw it and was like, oh my god, this is so high, like you shouldn't take this, like look for a better one, you know? Because this is twice the amount she paid as interest rate. The interest rate we pay here is 4.1 or 4.3%. This is really high interest rate. Like, this is not a good deal. This is, in our times right now, that is like that's high. You know, like my mom paid like 2.7 or something. There were times where there was no interest rate even, where it was 0%. Yeah, only 4.1 or 4.3. This is a lot. Like 4.1, 4.3 is a lot. Yeah. It can get to 30ish in America. Yeah, because America really like fucks poor people. It's, yeah. I was thinking about doing my master's in Germany, but best friend was gonna accommodate me, but that plan crumbled after she moved out and started living in Sweden to work for Riot Games. She's a game designer. Really cool. You should have moved to Germany anyway. Like literally like funding an apartment and food is probably like cheaper than also paying for the university. Yeah. Hmm. My oldest son's caretaker said trying to move out of America. I haven't figured out yet. But while I'm here, I'm going to fight the system. That's really good. I think that's honestly also mentally healthy because I feel like if you don't fight it, you just go insane. At least, like, already I feel like this. I feel like this is low-key, like, fighting the system. I don't know. But, yeah. But it's crazy, right? Like, also with Grumpy Palace Cat, like, it's honestly insane. The thing is, you can even study online in Germany, right? You wouldn't even have needed to move. And the online studies are actually, like, still, I don't know, I think like 2 or 3K for the entire degree. And it's available in English. Most of them. Well, you're an engineer, right? So I assume you make like, I don't know, like 50K a year? Like something between like 40 and 70. Not even close. Please tell me you earn more. You don't? Way less? As an engineer? Huh? The starting the starting wage Zach got after his studies was 45K, I think. This is only a bachelor. There's no master. System is fucked up. I mean, I hope you get zero tax on the like borderline minimum wage you get. I sure hope you don't get a lot of tax. Like, damn. The mental health initiative, by the way, really seems so nice. How do you manage to talk to like the local authority and stuff like this? Like, how do you get people like this involved? Like, how does that work? Like, I'm so clueless. Like, I would love to do something like this, but I'm so clueless how to like start up anything like this. I made chai. Shitty tea bag chai. Don't get too excited. Oh no. Guys, we need to start wrapping up the stream. I know we're in the middle of something here. It took you 3 years. Damn. So that's giving me some time still. Means that it's not like an overnight thing. That's at least good to know. Hmm. Aww, Grumpy Palace cat. My name in Discord is the same as here. Oh, okay. Ah, there you are. Yeah. Honestly, I really feel like low-key. Well, I think. Oh well, yeah. But what is the tax-free amount white milk? Do you know that? Because it's 49% on the amount which is above the tax-free amount. Oh yeah, no, I just didn't get to it. I'm sorry. Like, if I don't get to reading, I'm definitely not gonna get to making cake. I still have like I want to make like an apple cake today or tomorrow. I still have everything in the fridge. Haven't gotten around to it yet. Everyone gets zero tax on everything. Hmm. Okay, that's kind of nice. All right. I mean, I guess with zero tax, depending on like how much you earn, but like even if you earn like 30K or something, I guess it's not that crap. Depending on the prices, like if the prices are just higher than everything, and it's like higher than our prices with tax, then it's like meh. You just pay the tax to somebody else. Oh, I can't do the stretches with you guys. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to stretch. I just thought about it. Hmm. Ah, damn. Yeah. Okay. So not as easy. What is now? Uh, yeah. So zero is the first taxable income. Zero. No, wait, what? Tax on column one. Yeah. Taxable income. Tax on column one. So 0 to 21K, you pay zero tax. And then from 20 to 30, you pay. Uh, is that not in percent? It's in euro? Why is it in euro? So that's like a 10K gap. And on the 10K, you pay like 2,600. So yeah, 26% roughly. And then the next gap is like 20. How is the tax calculated with you guys? Is it like that, like you calculate from the bottom brackets up? So if you're like, for example, if you're at 45K, like you say you are, so on the first 21K, you pay nothing. Do you then, for the rest from 21 to 52, no, probably like from 21 to 31, you pay the 2,630 and the 80, and then only from the 31 to 45, you pay the well, I mean that's less because that's 20K. Why does it get less? Like it should get more. Like it should be above 5K. Huh? That doesn't make any sense. Yes. Okay, yeah, let's table this conversation. It was so amazing to talk to you guys. And really like welcome Uguna Badger into our community. I'm so glad you're here. You seem like you can our community definitely like benefits from your knowledge. We now have 10 minutes to wrap up, so let's do that. We're gonna do our routine, but we're gonna skip the stretching. So like we're not maybe not gonna skip it, but like just at the end I'm gonna tell you, and you stretch now, and then you know like what like all the stretches we've done so far, right? So then you do all of them because I'm not allowed to do them. But we're starting with some belly breathing, sort of to calm down, regulate ourselves, get in touch with our emotions again. So you have one hand on your belly or one hand on your chest, or you can skip out on the hand on the chest if you don't need to. And then you just sit up straight and you try to not move your upper part of the chest and only push the hand on your belly away. So like move in, like breathe into the belly. And while breathing out, you sort of give some resistance with your lips. You can sort of like change that as you like, but just try to really breathe slow and deep if you can. But really just go with like what feels good to you. We're doing the calm down routine right now. Twixter, no. Literally, I have to go offline in like 9 minutes because I have an allergy appointment where they like remove the itchy pads from my back finally. Hopefully, thankfully, hopefully. So we're doing some belly breathing right now and then we just do all stars. But that's it. I'm so sorry, girl. No. But you all can take part in it. It's like belly breathing works like this. You put one hand on your chest, you put one hand on your belly. Then you try to not move your hand on your chest. You try to push your hand on your belly away. So like really breathe into like your lower abdomen. And while you breathe out, you breathe through your lips, but you like give some resistance with your lips by like keeping them shut. Which sort of like helps you to just make like a longer breath, really relax. Like this can help with anxiety and just tension overall. So that's sort of like what we do to now get in touch with our body again after sitting at the PC for a little while. Maybe probably not having drank enough, not having ate at the apartment, maybe feeling a little bit chilly, maybe needing to pee actually. And to get in touch with all of those things, we do the belly breathing now. Oh, Twigs are your hive are so cute. I love it. Been in my head a bit, and your energy stream is always so nice. Thank you so much. That's such a nice compliment. Thank you. You're always welcome here. After this, I'm gonna go to the doctor and see if they have anything to tell me about the insomnia. Yes! I'm so proud of you, White Milk. Do it. Actually, write down what you tried and didn't help, and that you want a solution, like an actionable plan. Write that on a sheet of paper, because you told me you just sort of like they talk you out of it. So write that on a sheet of paper and just tackle one by one. And only like think about like keep in your head then before you leave that room with the doctor, you need an actionable plan on how to combat this. And also need to know that if this doesn't work, what you then should do. Like, do you come back or what is the plan? Okay? But I'm so, so proud of you that you're gonna go to the doctor. That's really, really amazing. I mean, maybe that, but you can just... I mean, you can also, like, if you don't want stronger drugs, but you want something else, like, for example, therapy, then write that down and tell them. And if you can't tell them, just give them the piece of paper. All right? But you got this. I believe in you, White Milk. All right. So I have 4 minutes left to then afterwards get ready. What we do now is All Stars. All Stars is a tiny little ritual I sort of like introduced Stream to after I was introduced to it with a D&D group I played with. And it's essentially to recap the stream by everybody saying their favorite moment they had with stream and their favorite moment of today's stream. It doesn't have to be with me, it can be of another person, it can be of yourself. It can be just like an entire topic that you really loved being talked about, or a very specific moment. But yeah, just what was your favorite moment with the stream today? The discussion as a whole is my favorite. I really liked the discussion too. I really liked it, yeah. I do have to say my favorite moment, like really, really like plainly, I guess maybe, was talking about the chronic headache. And I don't know, like maybe there's a bit, how you say this, this is probably just my favorite moment because it's like probably will help myself, but just being reminded of asking for that upper spine scan with the headache, because I knew I wanted to do this, but I just had sort of like forgotten all about it. And I don't know, like it gave me like a little bit of hope that there might actually be still something I can do. We'll see. And then of course with the raid, it's actually it's sort of my favorite, but at the same time it's not my favorite because it's like I'm going offline. How can you do this to me? But I'm really glad to see Twixter again. So that's also a favorite part. Being able to learn a breathing exercise and not any pressure when writing out to you. Aww. That's so cute. You've been here for like 2 minutes. I love that. Me starting the stream? Why was that your favorite moment, White Milk? Yes, 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 I'm getting ready, chill. Yeah. Yes. That was also the All Star where we were trying to pitch in ideas what might be the case and if you tried this or that. Yeah. And All Star would also be you started to stream and we were waiting for you. Are you like waiting? Oh, that was actually true though. That was like I don't understand why it was yours like All Star. But I really loved how I started the stream and you two were already there. That was so amazing actually. That made me feel like so I don't know, so special. Just like I'm famous now actually. Like like I have people like literally waiting for me. No. Oh, that made me feel like so special. Yeah. I love that so much. How could I forget about it? Yeah. That was the best. Mm. That's always my luck when I rate people, but I'm glad to have still rated out for a bit. Thank you. It's nice since I can sleep and not feel bad for lurking shortly. Ah, true. But we also respect boundaries, and if you want to sleep, that's always fine, even when I stream longer. Yeah. It makes you feel so special, right? Because the streams calm down. Usually other streams I watch I enjoy, but rile me up a bit. Ah, I know what you mean. I have that too. Like yesterday evening, I was watching that one series, and it's really, really good. But it's too exciting. I can't watch it before going to bed anymore. Like I was awake for like quite a while actually, trying to like calm down because it was too good. Like I was watching the new Critical Role series, the Mighty Nine. I don't know if you're sort of into Critical Role or anything, but essentially they had one of their like D&D campaigns like animated already, and because it was so good and people loved it so much, they animated their second campaign, and now like every week or something, like a one new episode is coming out. I will always hop on when I can. Glad I had a break at that time. I'm glad too. Yeah, exactly, Trickster, exactly. Then you don't need to like one man show entertainment. Find something to talk about. Okay, but I gotta go. Like now I only have like 12 minutes to like get ready and like leave. And I still need to like pee, drink something, like pack my bags and all of it. So you just left work? Amazing. Okay. I love you guys. All right. Um, remember, there's like merch and shit. I have a Discord. You know the drill. VODs are on YouTube. And oh, by the way, I have a new banner now. I have my Etsy shop. I made like a banner for it below the stream. And I think it actually looks kind of nice. Yeah, so we have the like D&D character sheet, which is new on Etsy, and then like two of my Poro League of Legends emotes are actually on Etsy now too. So if anybody's interested, you know where to find them. And then see you guys next time. Bye. See you.